All right. My name is. Sorry, guys. I was, I was cut. This is a second attempt to have live streaming because the first one I noticed that I'm not live, so I repeated this one. So, so I was surprised as well. All right. What should I say? Good afternoon, world. My name is Ferds from Switzerland, and this is Friends on Air Europe. Welcome to the program. I'm glad to have you this afternoon because we're going to study again another topic, of course, our Bible study. And the title of our subject this afternoon is all about the longest prophecy in the Bible, which is 2,300 days. But this is the part one. And better yet, you have to wait tomorrow, the second part, wherein I can give you the full details of our study for this subject. All right, guys. Okay, I have to continue now. Okay, earlier I have already mentioned your names. I greeted a lot of friends, but at this point in time, I'm going to go directly to our discussion so that, okay, I can avoid the technical problem which is happening right now. So hold on, guys. I'm going to share my video first. Then we will continue right away. Okay, in here, at least I can see my face now. Earlier I cannot see. Yeah. Okay, here. Mm-hmm. Let me check, double check and double check. Here. Okay. Here. All right. Let's go again. Mm-hmm. Available. All right. So thank you, guys. Thank you. And please share our video this afternoon. I can do anything about it because I'm busy, so busy. So those who are watching right now, please share my video. Okay, I have to continue now. So I'm going to share with you my PowerPoint in here. Okay, so I can take advantage of the time before any technical issue. All right, here. So 2,300 days, the longest prophecy in the Bible. This is part one of part two. Okay, there you go. All right, I can see now my face on screen. So, okay. All right, guys. The 2,300 days, like what I said, this is the longest prophecy in the Bible. This is the longest time prophecy in the Bible, wherein Daniel 8 and 9, God revealed the date for his final judgment to begin. And another thing, as well as powerful prophetic evidence that Christ is the Messiah. So we're going to tackle the first part of this. And in part two, I'm going to give you the full details of 2,300 days. So we will be tackling right now the introduction of Daniel 8 and 9. And this is a prophecy books. Okay. Daniel is a prophecy book and as well as a Revelation. So therefore, there are symbols here that we're going to use. Okay, let's go. Okay, we are now in Daniel 8. In vision, Daniel saw a two-horned ram pushing west, north, and south and conquering every beast he met. Okay, Daniel 8, 3, and 4. What does the ram symbolize? Okay, the picture that you can see right now on your screen. The ram which you saw having the two horns, they are the kings of Media and Persia. Daniel 8:20. Okay, the ram is a symbol of the former kingdom of Medo Persia, which was also represented by the bear of Daniel 7:5. The prophecies of the Bible books of Daniel and Revelation follow the principle of repeat and expand. What does it mean? Okay, they repeat prophecies covered in earlier chapters of the book and enlarge upon them. This approach brings clarity and certainty to Bible prophecies. All right, next. What striking animal did Daniel see next? Okay, the male goat is the kingdom of Greece. The large horn that is between its eyes is the first king. As for the broken horn and the four that stood up in its place, four kingdoms shall arise out of that nation. All right, Daniel 8:21 and 22. Next in Daniel's vision, a male goat with one huge horn appearing, traveling at great speed. He attacked and conquered the first animal, which is the ram. Okay, then the great horn was broken off and four horns arose in its place. The male goat symbolizes the third kingdom of Greece. The huge horn symbolizes Alexander the Great. No one doesn't know about Alexander the Great Conqueror, okay? The four horns that replace the great horn represent the four kingdoms into which Alexander's empire was divided. Remember, guys, Alexander the Great has no successor. That's why his kingdom was divided into four to his four generals. Okay, in Daniel 7 and 6, these four kingdoms were represented by the four heads of the leopard beast, which also symbolized Greece. These symbols were so fitting that it is easy to identify them in history. So this is what I'm always saying, that Bible and history. Okay, let's move. According to Daniel 8, 8 and 9, a little horn power arose. Next, what does the little horn represent? Okay. So, okay, what does the little horn represent? The little horn represent Rome. Okay, some have suggested that it represents Antiochus Epiphanes or a it's really hard to pronounce this one, a Seleucid king who ruled over Palestine in 2nd century before Christ and who disrupted the Jewish worship services. Okay, this is their attempt. They are trying to connect this one, but who really is the little horn? Okay, others, including most leaders of the Reformation, have believed that the little horn represents Rome in both its pagan and papal forms. Okay, okay, why we say so? Oh, let's study the evidences here. Okay, let's strike number one. All right. In harmony with the prophetic rule of the repeat and expand, Rome must be the power represented here because chapter 2 and 7 of Daniel point to Rome as the kingdom that follows Greece. Okay, just as a quick review. Remember what had King Nebuchadnezzar dream of? He has a dream, right? So he saw in his dream a big statue, and the head symbolizes Babylon, his kingdom, and next is Medo-Persia, and the next Greece, and the fourth kingdom, which is Rome. So you can read this, guys. So your assignment, once again, is to read Daniel 8 and Daniel 9. So in order for you to have a better understanding of the subject that I'm sharing right now. All right. Here in Daniel 7 24 to 27 also establishes that or the fact that Rome in its papal form will be succeeded by the kingdom of Christ. Yeah, this is the last earthly kingdom, the Rome kingdom. Then afterwards, the heavenly kingdom or the kingdom of God will strike also. And this is the last kingdom, and this is the kingdom wherein all of us is waiting for. Okay, the kingdom of Christ. The little horn of Daniel, it fits this pattern exactly. It follows Greece and is finally supernaturally destroyed, broken without hand at Jesus coming. Okay, you can compare Daniel 8 and Daniel 2 with this one. Okay, the little horn of Daniel chapter 8 represents Rome in both its pagan and papal stages. Just to repeat, just to emphasize further. So the little horn of the last days is the papacy. Okay, let's move on. All right, in here, another thing that, okay, that described to the About the little horn here, another evidence here is Daniel 8 chapter 8 says that Medo-Persians would become great in verse 4, the Grecians very great verse 8, and the little horn power exceedingly great verse 9. History is clear that no power following Greece and occupying Israel became exceedingly great other than Rome. Very clear. Yeah. Another evidence, Rome extended its power to the south, Egypt, and the east were in Macedonia, and the glorious land which is the Palestine. Okay. Precisely as the prophecy predicted in verse 9, no major power other than Rome fits this point. Okay. Here, Daniel 8 informs us that this little horn power would also destroy many God's people. Remember yesterday or the other day as well that in early during dark ages, for almost or more or less it's 50 million Christians who were persecuted, assassinated, or yeah, they were killed because of their faith. Okay, and it's here, it reminds us again that it will happen again. Okay, and cast truth to the ground according to verse 12. When asked how long God's people and heavenly sanctuary would be trodden underfoot, what was heaven's reply? All right, because this is the vision of Daniel. He's talking to the angel. All right, he said to me, okay, for 2,300 days, 2,300 days, then the sanctuary shall be cleansed. Okay, Daniel 8:14. Guys, like what I've said earlier, that I'm going to go on details about these 2,300 days in our part 2. All right, here another thing that we need to understand here. Heaven's reply was that the sanctuary in heaven would be cleansed after 2,300 prophetic days, which is 2,300 literal years. Okay, remember in the Bible prophecy, there's a day for a year principle. You can check it with Ezekiel 4:6 and Numbers 14:34. We have already learned that the cleansing of the earthly sanctuary took place on the Day of Atonement in ancient Israel. Okay, during Moses' time. Yeah, if you read that Bible as well, the earthly sanctuary, that there is only once a year, the high priest will go into the most holy place to atone the sins, okay, of the Israelites. Okay, on that day, God's people were clearly identified as His, and the record of their sins was removed. Those who clung to sin were cut off forever from Israel. All right, thus the camp was cleansed from sin. Here, heaven was assuring Daniel that sin and the little horn power would not continue to prosper, control the world, and persecute God's people endlessly. Okay, instead, in 2,300 years, God would step in with a heavenly day of atonement or judgment when sin and unrepentant sinners would be identified and later removed from the universe forever. Thus, the universe will be cleansed from sin. The wrongs against God's people will at long last be righted, and the peace and harmony of Eden will once again fill the universe. Okay, so I'm very much excited to share this tomorrow about these 2,300 days. What okay, because there's a case, I could should I say compartment. Okay, some okay, better yet, you have to check it tomorrow. Okay, just to make you more on this. What urgent point did the angel Gabriel repeatedly stress? Understand, Son of Man, that the vision refers to the time of the end. I am making known to you that shall happen in the latter time of the indignation. Therefore, seal up the vision, for it refers to many days in the future. Daniel 8:17, 19, and 26. All right, here. Wait, guys. As you can see on my, on my, what should I say, my background, that is 2,300 days. At least you have the idea how to compute, okay, from what BC, what year it started. towards the 1844. Okay, that's the end of 2300 days. Okay, Gabriel asserted that a 2300-year vision involved events in the end time. It means that this will be happening in the future. Okay, end time, which began in 1798. The angel wanted us to understand that the 2300 year prophecy is a message that applies primarily to all of us who are living at the end of Earth's history. It has special meaning for us today. Okay, like what I said, this is the introduction to Daniel chapter 9. Okay, after Daniel's vision of chapter 8, the angel Gabriel came and began explaining the vision to him. When Gabriel reached the point of 2300 days, Daniel collapsed and was ill for some time. He regained strength and resumed doing king's business, but was much concerned regarding an explained portion of the vision. Okay, the 2300 days. Okay, Daniel prayed earnestly for his people, the Jews who were in captivity in Medo Persia. He confessed his sins and pleaded with God to forgive his people. Daniel 9 begins with the prophet's earnest prayer of confession and appeal to God. This is the intercessory prayer of Daniel, okay, for his people, okay, for the Israelites. Okay, for the Israel, should I say. While Daniel was praying, who touched him and with what message? According to Daniel 9:21 to 23. All right, I have to move this one. Okay, the angel Gabriel touched him and stated he had come to explain the rest of the vision described in Daniel chapter 8. Okay, you can compare Daniel 8 and Daniel 9. All right, Daniel prayed that God would help him understand God's message given by Gabriel. Okay, here, guys. How many of the 2,300 years would be determined or allotted to Daniel's people? Okay, tomorrow we will discuss this. And their capital city of Jerusalem. All right. Okay, 70 weeks were determined for the Jews. These 70 prophetic weeks equal to 490 years based, okay, literal years. You can simply multiply 70 weeks times 7, and that is 490. God's people would soon be returning from the captivity in Medo Persia, and God would allot 490 years from the 2,300 years to his chosen people as another opportunity to repent, to serve him. All right, I have to stop from here and to be continued tomorrow. Tomorrow we will discuss the details of the 2,300 days. So your assignment, guys, is to read Daniel 8 and Daniel 9. So you can follow with me tomorrow with our part 2 for this topic, 2,300 days, the longest time prophecy in the Bible. All right, I have to unshare my PowerPoint. Okay, here, since this is the part 1 of our 2 series of study about the 2,300 days, the longest time prophecy in the Bible. Okay, all I can say is that this is the introduction of Daniel 8 and 9. So therefore, guys, if you're really interested in knowing what this 2,300 days is all about, better yet, you have to study Daniel chapter 8 and Daniel chapter 9. And tomorrow, as I have promised, we're going to go on details about what is the content, okay, of these 2,300 days. Though you can see it right away on your screen, the diagram that I have, okay, I put as my background in order for you to have an idea. This is a very interesting because history, the Bible is a very interesting topic to know. Yeah, because this prophecy has something to do with the cleansing of the heavenly sanctuary. Okay, and that is 1844. Okay, after the 2,300 is okay, or the end of the 2,300 days, then the heavenly sanctuary. Well, where is Jesus right now? So I hope and pray you learn something from this. And okay, wait for me tomorrow and pray for me as well because I couldn't still share videos with my groups, and also to play watch party. No, I cannot do it right now because of the issue with the Facebook. And I hope and pray those of you who are watching, and okay, I beg on you guys, please like and share, and also follow my page Friendzone Area Europe. All of the videos are, well, are intact in that page, so you can find as well different videos that fits your taste. Okay, a lot of topics, a lot of videos there that you can choose from, so that you will learn a lot of things from our study as well. Thank you guys. My name is Ferds from Switzerland, and this is Friends on Air tomorrow. Friends on Friends on Friends on Air Europe, and see you tomorrow, should I say. And I would like to say goodbye in German. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, ciao, and see you tomorrow. God bless us all. Thank you, and bye bye for now. All right, I have to off now.